but I don't really like, I haven't really been doing videos where I just kind of sit and I talk about things, you know, just kind of have like a little dialogue between us and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about cartoons. I saw a video with I don't know, I was just thinking, I've been watching a little video of Tom Kenny, and he is literally my favorite voice actor, like, obviously. And obviously I wanted to, I don't know what I'm going to title this, to be honest. I just wanted to kind of like talk to you guys about why I love cartoons so much, and like animation and voice acting and impersonations like that. I don't know. I can't tell you why I like it so much. I just do. So I kind of wanted to give you a little backstory about how I came to love SpongeBob. I'll talk about other cartoons and stuff like too, but obviously SpongeBob has like a big thing with me. Like, it has a really big like place in my heart. It's like the main cartoon that I like fell in love with. I mean, obviously I love other cartoons, like, don't get me wrong, but SpongeBob is just like that main one. And so I don't remember how old I was. I know I was really young. I was probably either 4 at the time or turning 4 the year that it came out, because it came out in 1999. So I was still really young when it came out. And so I mean, I grew up on it, you know, and I don't remember how I saw it. I know we were still living in New York at the time when I saw it, and I just remember I was holding one of my stuffed animals and I just saw it on the TV. I don't remember where I went. I don't remember where it was in the house. I just remember it was on. My mom just like had cartoons on for me, because I've always obviously liked cartoons. So my mom just had it on, and it was like the pilot episode, and I just sat there and I just saw it, and it caught my eye, and I just fell in love with it. Like, I just sat there just watching it. Like, I was so excited to see it, and I was just like really happy, and yeah, so I was just like super excited to see it, and that's kind of just like where it started, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. You know, and my other question I get too from some people, I mean, a lot of people in my life, like, they understand why I love cartoons so much, and it's literally cartoons. It's not hurting anybody. But some people that are like, you know, extra adult, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but these people that just like don't seem to have a kid side at all. They're just like, just adult, like they came out as an adult and that's it. Like, they don't have any like sense of like kind of just being a kid. I guess you would also call them uptight. You know, like my mom, like, she loves cartoons. You know, everybody around me, like, either loves cartoons or they understand why I love cartoons. But there's been like a few people, like my dad, who just they don't understand. Like, you know, my dad always makes fun of me. He's like, oh my God, you're still watching SpongeBob? You still watch cartoons? And I'm like, yeah, that's literally all I watch. I mean, I watch other things. Like, I love watching other things, like comedies and horror films, and you know, I mean, I love other movies, but at the end of the day, I always go back to cartoons. That's just my thing. Like, I just prefer it over actual people. And that might sound fucked up, but I just do. Even though I know that, like, there's actual people behind the scene obviously doing the voice. Back then I didn't know. I thought you were a kid, you know, you think, oh my God, that's real. But it's not. So, you know, clearly, yeah. But, you know, and I've explained to him, like, it's just like, it's like a way of, of escaping for me. You know, when you get older and you become an adult, it's like, you got all these priorities, all these things that you have to take care of. You know, you got bills, you got money, you got just things you have to do as an adult, and sometimes it gets stressful, you know. And I'm sure everybody kind of has a thing that they do that kind of takes the load off, you know. Some of it is healthy, some of it's not. But everybody has a thing, you know. Some people meditate, some people work out, some people draw, some people paint, some people knit. I don't know. Like, people do a bunch of different stuff to kind of go to that happy place. And cartoons is that thing for me. You know, I can watch cartoons and I just feel like a kid again. I feel like at peace. I feel just, you know, chill, you know. And yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to talk about like my love for cartoons, and why, like, even now I'm still like into it. And I mean, as you guys know, SpongeBob is still going. I'm sure, I think they're on their 12th season or their 13th season, and I haven't seen any of it because I don't have cable. But I'm trying to catch up with everything. I mean, I've seen a majority of the episodes, like majority of the seasons. But I think maybe like the last two, or not the last two, but like maybe like season 10 and up, I haven't seen very many. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can see the seasons without having to pay for cable, because I don't want cable. Like, I literally only watch like 6 channels. So I'm hoping that maybe I could find an antenna that has the channels that I want to see, and then I could just pay for that, because I don't want to pay for cable, because I don't need all of them extra shit. So I just wish cable companies would give you the option to just pay for the channels you want. That would be so convenient, and they probably have a lot more customers, because like, I'm sure nobody watches, like, not everybody watches nobody watches every single fucking channel on cable. Like, not everybody watches the Spanish channels, not everybody watches the sports channels, not everybody watches pay-per-view, not everybody watches the news, you know, not everybody watches all of these things. So, and I hate the news, so I don't ever watch the news. So I don't need no damn news. I just need my cartoons, you know what I mean? So, but whatever, that's beside the point. But for me, like, I've always wanted to meet Tom Kenny, like, always. He's just, like, always been, like, a big thing, because he's always done a lot of my favorite voices, in cartoons. And he's, like, super funny, like, and just really cool. He seems, like, really down to earth. It's, like, if I could meet the whole cast of SpongeBob, I don't know how I would feel. Like, I'd probably, like, fall out. And I know that sounds stupid, because a lot of people, like, they get starstruck over, like, you know, big ass celebrities, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's like, you say Kim Kardashian and everybody knows her. You say Tom Kenny and people are like, who? You know, not a lot of people know who he is. And I think that's the problem with, like, voice actors, is they don't get as much recognition as other actors, and they're just as important, you know? So, but for me, like, I don't feel like there's very many people that I would, to be honest, get starstruck over. I would probably get, there's like maybe a few famous actors and actresses that I would get, like, giddy around, you know, obviously Sylvester Stallone, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, Sandra Bullock, mostly those 4. I would probably get really nervous, because, like, I love them. But for him, and if I saw the whole cast, I would be like, I couldn't breathe. Like, I'm getting nervous just talking about it, because, I mean, not that it would maybe not happen, but I'm just like, wow, like, that would be a day. Like, it would be a day. Like, if I could just hang out with all of them just for, like, one day, I'd be like, I love this. Like, this is, like, the best day ever. Because it's just, like, you know, and I'm sure, like, you know, I'm sure, like, he gets from a lot of people, you know, from my generation that get to meet him or get to ask him questions and see him and stuff. Like, they all say, like, oh, you know, you were my childhood, and da-da-da. And he gets it, I'm sure, all the time. But, you know, I was watching this thing on YouTube that he did at SuperCon, and he was doing, like, a Q&A there, and one of the girls that was probably around my age, asked him, said like, I just want to let you know that like you were my childhood, you're, every, like basically just telling him that like he was very important to her and, her childhood, and, he made it really funny and fun, and she doesn't know what she would do if she didn't have a show like that, to kind of like fall back on, just like kind of just giving him like just letting him know like how important, he is to her in her life, like, and, he literally started tearing up, and I'm like, bitch, stop, like, and I know that seems stupid, but like, it's like, sometimes you wonder, like, with actors, like, because they get all these things all the time, like, I love you, like, you are, like, my inspiration, and just, like, all this stuff, like, all the damn time, that, like, sometimes you just wonder if, like, they, like, just stop caring at a point, like, because they've heard it so much, and I'm sure there's probably actors out there that kind of, like, do, they're just like, okay, whatever, I've heard that before, which I don't fuck with them. But, like, him, like, he was, like, on these, like, started tearing up, and I'm like, oh my god, like, that's some humble ass shit right there. Like, I'm just saying, like, I love humble people, and I love humble, like, especially actors and actresses, like, I just hate people that have, like, this ego to them, and have, like, this you owe me kind of attitude, and, like, I'm the shit. I don't like that. So, I always like to kind of, like, see how a person is, like, and if they're, like, down to earth, like, I'll fuck with you, So, it was just, like, it kind of gave you that sense of, like, like, he's just really humble, and he said, he's like, it's just, like, I hear it a lot, but he's like, it's always new every time, because he's like, it's like, it feels great to hear that, like, from their young childhood when they were, like, the most, like, they were, kind of, like, learning everything and all that stuff, like, that he was a part of that, and it's like, so I, like, even though he hears it, I feel like every time he hears it, it's like always new to him, like he said, it's always, like, important to him, but yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about, like, why I like cartoons so much, so for me, whenever things would get hard when I was a kid, I would just turn on cartoons, didn't really matter which one, obviously I was the most excited when SpongeBob would come on, but, that was just my escape, and it still is, when I get stressed out, or I get upset, or something happens, and I just need to, like, chill, and just, like, calm down, that's what I do, so yeah. You guys are coming with me. I gotta go check on my rice before I burn down the house again. So, sorry if I'm walking, but I am not trying to get in trouble again, because that's what I did yesterday, and I need to not do that. Oops. Okay. That's fine. Okay, just had to turn it off because I don't want to, like, burn my rice. But anyway, so, yeah. But, yeah, so cartoons, like I said, have always been a big thing for me, and a big part of my life, but I just think that, yeah, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure other people out there, like, love cartoons, and kind of, like, are in, like, very into cartoons and stuff like that, and I always say, I'm like, I'm gonna get a SpongeBob tattoo. I mean, maybe not of SpongeBob, because maybe, I don't know, I'm still deciding what I want to get. People are like, that's so stupid, why are you gonna get that? I'm like, because I want to. It's my body, and I'm gonna do what I want at the end of the day. But if they really want to know a deeper reason, it's because SpongeBob is my life. It's what, doesn't define me, but it's just something I absolutely love. And if you love something, then why not put it on your body? I mean, that's my thing. I mean, not everybody agrees with tattoos and all this other shit. And some people think other tattoos are stupid. You know, I might not think that somebody that has a tattoo, I might not think it's like the best looking tattoo, or the design is just not my thing. But if it's important to that person, then cool. I mean, that's it's on your body. It's obviously, you got it for a reason. And even if it's not even a really deep, meaningful reason, it's, you got it because you liked it, or whatever reason. Or if you were drunk and you just got it, then I don't know what to tell you. But for the most part, people get it because it means something, or they just love the artwork and it means something in that aspect. It doesn't always have to be like a memorial tattoo or something. But yeah, I just think like people just don't, I don't know. People always judge me. They're like, oh my god, that's so stupid. I don't get it, huh? Like, you know, if I ever decide to get like a Mario tattoo, because I love Mario and like other cartoons and just stuff like that I enjoy, but I'm like, dude, it's my body. Like, I'm gonna get what I want. And, you know, SpongeBob is a big thing for me. It really is. So, yeah. But, I mean, I think that's probably all I was gonna say about it, because I can't really think of anything else to say. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's other people out there that love cartoons and love, you know, the aspect of it, and I hope that one day I can meet him. That would be amazing. Like, I'd be like, okay, my life's complete. No, I'm kidding. There's so many other things that I want to do, but it would be a really monumental moment for me, because it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just like, he's like really important, and even though he doesn't even know I exist, you know, he's still very like, I just love him. I think he's great, and I think he has a really amazing talent, and yeah. So, and I hope SpongeBob is as lengthy as fucking Simpsons, because I love that shit. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.